Hey, hey, hey. It was a drive-through Starbucks kind of morning today. It's early. It's really early. But it's beautiful outside. Absolutely beautiful. The sun's out. It's warm. It's not hot. It's warm. And there's a nice breeze. We got up early today. Today's Lily's first day back at school. Here in this part of Central California, we're on a modified school schedule. So that every month or two, the kids get a couple of weeks off in a row, all throughout the school year, which is nice because parents can't always take a whole summer vacation off of work to have fun and travel around. So works out well to distribute the family time throughout the year. So their actual summer vacation was only 2 months long. And Ryan goes back tomorrow. He's not looking forward to it. This kid loves his free time. But I'll drag him in there tomorrow morning. That's why it was nice to have a couple of overnights off this week to be able to do the whole back to school thing with re-registering and finding out the classes and stuff. It was fun. We did some back to school shopping with everyone else in the world, or our part of the world, yesterday. I bought a t-shirt. She's so cute. I bought a t-shirt from a real store. It was not a thrifted t-shirt. I love it. I'm going to wear it every single day. So hope you don't get tired of my mermaid. Oh, wow. Let's see what's been going on. Hirschner's is at it again. They really want me to purchase, to give them another try after it's been, it's been a year. The whole Halloween yarn thing where they put me on back order to Christmas. Gotta let it go. Gotta let it go, especially when they send me an ad like this. There's something I'd like to point out to you. So this is Hirschner's. You don't have to have the catalog. You can go to Hirschner's. I don't know. I'm sure they're a .com. They have in there, they got a new section called Dollar Deals. But they did not take away from that value yarn section that they have in the middle of the catalog. It's still bulky. It's still nice. But they've added another section. It's called Dollar Deals. I do love Dollar Deals. I do. It's right up there with Amanda at Tap Mama's clearance. So, Universal Yarn, well-rounded reputation of a yarn company, has Radiant Cotton. It is a 3 lightweight. It comes in the hank, and it is Egyptian, 100% Egyptian cotton. And it is $2. And there's 5 colors to pick from. This gray right here, that gray would be a perfect blank canvas if you have hand-dyed cotton that, you know, we collect those beautiful, beautiful hanks, and we just don't have enough yardage to make what we have in mind. Usually garments take 1,000, 2,000 yards, 3,000 yards, depends. But at $2 a hank, and there's 203 yards per ball, you can afford, most people can afford, if they have a project in mind, to supplement your yardage with something like this. I'm going to order. I think I'm going to order the steel gray. They have a brown cobblestone, a citron, which is a limey green, grape, of course grape, right? For all them purple lovers, there's grape. And then sun. And it is shiny bright sun. I think I'm going to order, it's $2 a ball. It's a hank. They're not ball, they're hank. 2, 4, 6, 8. If I order 800 yards in the steel gray, it's only, I might as well just make it an even $10, right? Order 5 of them. You guys are going to rush over there before I get my order in, and they're going to be sold out. Forget I told you any of that. Universal Yarns also has a Cotton Supreme, and it's a 4-weight, and they're selling it for $4, which is still an incredible deal if you're not into that 3-weight getting thinner stuff, there's 180 yards in the hank, and they have similar colors. I don't see the steel, but I think as far as my fingering weight, which is more of a 2, I think that's a pretty good option. I had another question for you. Hirschners, have you bought the kits? Have you tried the kits? What was your experience like? Because I was thumbing through the catalog and I see quite a few, oh, for example, I'll just open any page. I don't even know if it's knit or crochet. Oh, it's knit. I want a crochet example. I haven't been knitting a lot lately. Okay, so here's a cowl. I know there are 1,010,000 cowl patterns out there in the world, but how does the kit price, quality of yarn that they send with it? They send the yarn, the pattern, and a crochet hook for $2, but we all know I have more than enough crochet hooks. Actually, I got some mail over here. How do you like their kits? How's the pattern? Is it well? I'm sure it's been tested, but do you feel like there's value in those kits and a garment kit through a larger yarn company? Let me know in the description box, in the comments below. I would really like to know. Have you tried a Hirschner's kit or another large online yarn supplier kit? I also noticed the string that I made, that pretty little drawstring backpacks. I think I made 2 of them. I made 2 of them out of 1 ball. They're $6.99, which is better than a Hobby Lobby sale, especially because I had a fight with them over the sales price. Shame, shame, shame. I ordered a hook on Amazon. I don't know where all my 3.5, 4.5, my G Plus hooks, I don't know where they all went, but look in all its glory. Oh, it's a wonderful golden hook. I love these hooks. I think I have one in every single size now. And I bought them individually, which is a total waste of money because if you buy the kit, it's expensive, but you have to have the money all at one time. And since I just got my paycheck from the county fair, I bought a magic wand and a G Plus. That means that I can work up some more patterns for next year's fair entry. I think I want to do state fair. I think I want to try state fair and see what it does. Coffee me. How are you today? What are you working on? What's in your lap? Let's see, I had, oh, now I can't think of my timeline. Friday? Thursday or Friday of last week, I got my Crochet Monsters book. Man, I freaking love this thing. How chunky it is. And these patterns are not duplicates of the Impkins patterns. This is a separate book, which means if I take these patterns with all of the little bits and bobs and I add the Impkins patterns to any of these, I've got millions and millions of ideas. Very well written. Pictures every step of the way. If you don't like sewing or attaching your items, there are alternatives to sewing them in as you go. So for example, if you make a leg, the Impkins, when it gets to a point in creating the body piece where the leg would be inserted, it is single crocheted right, and you hold it, you go through 2, you go right on. Nice. This book is more sewing. You are attaching the pieces most of the time. A lot of the mouths are made and then you're sewing it on as you go. So as far as no sew, well, you're not sewing it on. You're working it into the existing piece that you're making. So if you're scared of sewing things on, see, that's a tricky word in our world. No sew. If I'm crocheting something into, holding two pieces together and crocheting, I don't consider that sewing. If a pattern requires a needle, not just to tuck in my ends, but if it requires a needle, I consider that sewing. So this does have some sewing, but there are non-sew options. Yeah. So I picked up the book, and right away I ran and got my my page markers, my little sticky post-it notes and my little page markers, and I started flipping through and I started putting purple, because look, the cover is like purple and blue. So I grabbed all my purples and I went through and I just flipped through every page. Ooh and on. If something just, I don't know, tickled my fancy, I put a little purple tab on it. Page tabs, that's what they're called. I put page tabs. I love the blob body, those little buggy looking antennas, just everything was adorable. There was options for noses and feet and hands and claws. I made a friend. It kind of reminds me, it's been sitting on the coffee table in the living room for a few days, and he's fondly like a pet now in the house. Kind of look at him, talk to him, ask him questions. He's been a part of all your guys' lives that I've been joining in on. Are we ready? I crocheted a monster. And he has all the personality. Look at that schnoz. I found these eyes at a thrift store. Oh gosh. I don't know, a month or two ago. It was just one of those grab bags. Do you remember? Yeah, the grab bags. Look how full of expression they are. Every one of these monsters, Impkins, I can't say every one. I haven't made every one. Possibilities are endless, but look, there is so much. This thing needs a name. It's got a personality. It needs a name. Look at the nose. Okay. When you create the nose, you sew it on. But the nose is made different than I would ever think of making it. It starts right here with a magic circle, and you're working around, and then you're chaining these nostrils, and then you keep working around. That creates a little pocket in there. But that's not all. So many teeth options. This blob has so many body options to add to it. The one I chose has a pocket. Oh, where's that hook? It's a deep, deep pocket. It goes all the way down into here, which is a genius design. When you're creating it, it's bottom up. You're creating it to a point, and then the book tells you to put some markers in there to help you go back later. And then it even shows you in pictures how to fold it down and manipulate the structure so that you can get back to that point. You can do this. You can do this. You can create your own. Oh my gosh. This is an attention grabber. I've been thinking about doing a market, and I've been, going around the room and collecting the items that I've made and putting them in a tote, because after watching all of your advice, I see that that's how you start. Like, what do I have for a market? And then where am I pricing these things? This guy sitting on my table is going to have everyone going, oh, aren't you cute? I don't know if I could sell him. We're bonded. We're bonded. I finished this guy in a day. I was so excited. I think it was Obsessive Crochet Lady, Amanda. I was sitting on Amanda's live, and I had started just this little bit right here, and Amanda showed a monster in the works. I believe up to here, maybe? I don't remember where Amanda was that day, but I was like, oh, that's the body I'm making. So I'm really, really curious on how far and how much personality and where Amanda's monster's at. Amanda, show me your monster on your next video. I need to go check to see if you're live so I could see. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. We're not symmetrical. I mean, this eye's a little higher, this eye's a little lower, this nostril's turned to the right, but isn't that kind of like a you're a cutie pie. And they don't want cutie pie to get so lonely. Can you hold on to that for me? Crochet. The craft cart's overflowing. I need to send this one to some of those craft cart where people ask you to send in your craft cart pictures and they share them. It's overflowing. I put one thing on, two things pop off. Couldn't leave you alone by yourself. So I was talking to the besties and Eva happened to mention a one-eyed, one-horned flying purple people eater. Oh, movie was put out in 1988. Oh, it's an incredible movie. Oh, it's all the shades of purple, right? All the shades of purple. So I did a YouTube, Google, Instagram. I think I did Google. I did a search all over the interwebs and I found some images of the purple people eater. Man, that was some low budget filming, wasn't it? Movies have come such a long way. But in my imagination, it looked a little different than what the actual picture looked like. Don't know how that happened. So I went through my book and I started breaking them down into segments, basic shapes in my mind. And I came up with these blue tabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue tabs. And then I think I had a couple more, but as I was working, I left off the arms. I don't need arms. I don't need to worry about him grabbing onto things. He can fly. What does he need arms for? I did leave the legs on because the legs got personality. Yes, I made a one-eyed, one-horned flying purple people eater. Are you ready? I'm ready. You ready? One-horned. Got the horn, got the unicorn horn thing going on. Had to put some twists and some decorations on it just to make sure that it wasn't, I have a hard time making unicorn horns. How's that? Oh my goodness! There we go. All the requirements. One-eyed, one-horned, purple in all of its glory. I got so many shades of brands in there. This purple is amazing. I have no clue what it is. It has, it's a vibrant violet and it's even got like, it's tonal. It even has some like blue hues to it. It almost looks electrifying. I wonder if it's that neon red heart. I think I clipped a piece out for something I was making. I bet you that's what that is. Yeah, so I've got, I don't know, eggplant, plum, jam, all the purple colors, right? I did wings. The wings were not in the book. The wings were a YouTube tutorial on, I think they were angel wings. I couldn't find anything that looked slightly ear-ish, not angel feather-ish. In the movie, I couldn't get a clear picture of the wings, but I remember them being iridescent and glittery, so added that. I did some, so I used, this technique was not in the book, but I needed to disguise the height of the horn. The length of the horn was awkward. So this is a twisted border when you do a twisted tassel, where you do, I did a single crochet, but you pull the yarn, the loop out. When you yarn over and you pull through, you pull it out the length of your hook, and then you spin and spin and spin and twist your hook and twist it all in the same direction. You kind of pinch it in the middle and bring it back to the original and slip stitch into it, and it curls on itself. So I think that gave like a nice organized hair look for the top because I was trying to add some like layers. His head starts out narrow and bells out like a pear shape kind of. Let's get a look at that cute little face. I got Tootsie Toes. Got Tootsie Toes. And I kind of rotated the feet in a little so he's pigeon-toed. Pigeon-toed. And then he has like this overbite. No, overbite would be this way. An underbite. No teeth. I could not find any pictures. I think the people that made the movie intentionally put no scary teeth in it because it was a family film. No teeth. Just like this big overhanging. We can put some hair because he was super hairy. Super hairy. And that's a hard element to duplicate in a pattern. Especially when he's all hair. There's no texture. So I started with the base. The base in the book was just, I think it said egg. No, it didn't say an egg shape. What was it? It's right here on the first tab. What was the body base? It was egg shape with no mouth and no legs. I did that because I wanted to add my own mouth. The eye, fondly named medium 2D crochet eye. So, AliExpress has all those glittery, beautiful eyes. Etsy has some incredible space eyes for a price. I ordered from AliExpress, which will take a really long time to get here. I did order one set from Etsy just to compare. Amazon also has some offers, but I wanted to do it now. I couldn't wait. So I used the medium 2D eye. Hold on, move your hair back. Let's look at you. So I started with a dark color purple, which would be a pupil, and then there was a color round, and then the white eyeball round. I ordered these, I think they were called like emoji eyes from Amazon. They were really big, so I wasn't sure how I was going to use them, but I think it works there. There was some instructions on to add like a little twinkle to the eye. Your twinkle's in purple because I wanted to incorporate this purple. I knew I was going to use it in the hair, but to make it all flow together, I wanted to incorporate the purples. This yarn is Loops and Threads Barcelona. So it's gradual color changing where the threads are working themselves in and out. So this little piece just happened to get more of the light and the dark. It's a monster. It's a total imaginary monster. So however it was going to work up, it was going to work up, and I was going to be so happy. So one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater, you are in my world. You exist. I think that these two monsters would be absolutely incredible as like attention, kind of bring attention to a crafting table that I may or may not have. I still haven't decided on that. This monster took 2 days. So the first day I worked up the body, the legs. I spent a lot of time on that eye just because I wanted. Oh, there was instructions on making a little eyelid. So I got like a little eyelid on it. This purple bottom part was not part of the book, but I did some singles, some half doubles, some doubles, and then 3 doubles down here in the bottom just to give it his eyes in the his one eye in the movie is very, I think that's called almond shape maybe. No. What's it when it's got sharp peaks on both sides? Not cat eyes. It's in likeliness of the movie because can't duplicate it exactly. So I had a little bit of time on that one, and I made the horn. And then on day 2 I did the underbite the wings, and then just the little decorative hair pieces. I did a lot of assembly the first day because I was trying to see how it came together so that my wings wouldn't work up too big. Wings are perfect. So sitting on a table, the wings come down enough that it doesn't actually hit the table. I'm done. I'm ready for another one. There's been a few people that want me to make one for them, but I'd like to give them free open creativity on, hey, look at this book and mark everything that's cute. And I'll see how I can throw it together and mash it up. It's been fun. So when I organized my bedroom, my craft space, corner of the bedroom, I put everything away. I ripped it out, balled up the yarn, put it back into the floppies or into the scraps, cleared it out. So I have a basket next to my chair full of the very few whips that I have because I needed to clear the slate. I needed to start fresh. I showed you this a few times. I've got this alpine sweater with needing half a sleeve. And it's done. And that's in black. So I don't really need to have, I was hyper focused on finding this deep teal. It's black. It's Caron 1 pound black. I have them all right up there. So I'm going to fix that half sleeve. I'm going to watch the tutorial and then maybe count my rows because I did some weird decreasing. I think that's why I haven't picked it up yet, because I did some unique decreasing on the sleeve as I was working. And I think I had some hangups about, it's intimidating to then duplicate it on the other sleeve. I'm going to do the best that I can. I'm going to count my alpine stitches, which are a long little roll of pop stitches that are in there. I'm going to do my best and call it done. And then I'm going to mail it to a friend and say, I did my best. I hope you enjoy it. Please enjoy it. If not, don't tell me you never enjoyed it. Just pretend. And then this is back in the whip cart. I need to clean that up so I can gift it. But technically, I need to whip on it. I have the bladders for the jellyfish. Not jellyfish, the pufferfish. They're in here because it's an ongoing project. So I need all the supplies together. I have a pattern in the basket. I bought this pattern. It's a crochet coffee beaning by Lady J Crochet. It says coffee on it. It's made with really thick yarn, and I was having a hard time because I'm left-handed, and so my text was coming up backward. I have to work the pattern in mirror to get it to say coffee. So I made 2 of them. They were both backward before I realized they were backward. My tension was too tight, so the hat really didn't have a lot of stretch on it. So I'm going to go up a hook size. I've got notes on here. I'm going to go up a hook size and work the pattern in mirror. So it's back in my whip because I want to make it. That's a cute hat. I have my dragons in my cookie sewing kit. I have my bookmark dragons. I got the fiery red one, the cool snowy ice one, and my leaf litter one. They're in different stages of being completed. This is for October. It's for a birthday gift in October. That's a commission. I have my last thing in the basket. I have my spider web cardigan that I was working on. I took the 3 spools of weaving wool and I combined them into cakes. I have plenty of yarn caked up for it. It's going to be a duster. Here is the very drapey neckline. I broke off for the sleeves. I'm going to put belled out quarter sleeves on it. And we are not at duster length yet. We're slightly to hips, where I've been increasing half half a crochet hook size every 10 rows. And I have notes on where I'm at with that. So this really is just chaining 2 double crochets, chaining 2 double crochets. So tedious work, but I do want that Halloween costume. When we were at the thrift stores for Nola's birthday, hold on one moment, I found the perfect red dress. So spiderweb black, and I got a black widow hourglass. Okay, my body's not really hourglass. I've got more of like a glass, a tall tea coffee glass, iced coffee glass. But I found the perfect red dress. So here in California, October's still hot. August, October. We're hot until November, and then we barely get any rain. So that's a wool. It has a lot of air, a lot of spaces in it, and then this beautiful swing A-line dress. And it's long. And it fits me so good. It's got that zipper down the side zipper, which kind of tucks you in. But the best part is the back panel. Look at all that. I can wear this on Thanksgiving too, because it's going to fit after a big meal. So I have my red dress, and I'm working on my spider web duster. And I want it to be long and flowy and dusterous. Dusty? No. I want it to be big and flowy and just elegant, and then some Morticia big bell sleeves. I could work on that. I could do that. So I got that cleaned up. Good for me. Got it cleaned up, got it organized, clearly see what I should be working on. So now I would like to start some other projects. Right? It's the way of the crafter. Thank you for visiting with me today. I hope your whip pile is growing slower than your finished object pile. Well, finish them. Just hope your whip pile doesn't tumble over and bury you. Thank you for visiting with me today. I really appreciate it. Hello to all the new friends. Please tell me where you're from. That's the whole purpose of this whole YouTube journey. That's the purpose of this for me. I don't want anything else out of this. I need people to talk to. I need yarny friends. My family doesn't want to hear about stitch counts. They hear stitch counts louder and louder when they're trying to talk to me when I'm working. I want yarn friends. I want people to talk to about the deals, the combinations. What's going on? What are you working on? I want to hear all that good stuff. Talk to me in the comments below. Take care, friends. I'll see you soon. Bye.